The first question I will address is how my digital identity is different from my real world self. Well, I will start by saying that I am not a huge user of social media, but when I do use social media, to be a little bit bolder, a little bit more upfront. But I think most of us do. We don't always get a quick reaction on social media like we do in real life. So I think people find it easier to say how they feel without offending someone because you're going to such a broader audience. So how are these two identities the same? Well, I talk about the same things online as I would in real life. I talk mostly about my kids and sports online, which is pretty much how I am in real life as well. The second question I'll address is how technology enables me to more fully express a specific dimension of my life. I really enjoy sports, and smartphones have given me the ability to access more sports than I've ever had before. To check scores, game time, stats from anywhere. This has allowed me to become more knowledgeable and more versed in my sports knowledge. So, how does technology govern or influence or shape my identity? Well, according to Christopher Parsons in his article, Technology, Thoughts, and Trinkets, we are increasingly living in a hybrid world, one where our lives are being digitalized. We eat food, but we order it online. We use our voices to talk with one another, but we're using cell phones. We read cooking recipes from recipe websites. I have seen one thing in particular influence my identity, which would be my smartphone. I can't go anywhere without it unless I'm on vacation. It's not that I love being attached to my phone, but because of how much I use it with work, with emails and phone calls, I feel tied to it. So, how does my digital identity a product of the social and technological context in which I live? Well, since I live in an age where almost everything is done through a smartphone, for instance, calling, texting, emails, among many other things, I've grown accustomed to needing it and using it because it's become not just the norm but the expected in our society. So, how is my online identity like a performance? Well, on social media, you always feel like you are in front of an audience. And performance is learning about yourself on Facebook. You read, share, play games, and comment on things that interest you. So, what that is how it becomes performance, because you learn about things that you enjoy and are passionate about. So you learn more about yourself. So the next question is, how is my behavior different when I know it is public? Well, I am maybe a little bit more careful of what I say or show because of current employees or employers or potential employers may see, but for the most part, I'm as real online as I am in real life. So, how does my digital identity affect who I am as a person? Well, unfortunately, I'm tied to my phone more than I would like to be. So, in turn, I don't feel as independent. And I guess that's where my digital identity kind of affects who I am as a person. I'm more tied to my phone. I don't feel as free. I don't feel as away from technology as I sometimes would like to be.